Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to Bayou Sugar Garden. I am Bayou Sugar, and I thank you all for being here. Before I go any further, uh, let me see if I can get y'all to put a one in the chat to let me know that y'all can hear me and see me. Looks like it's good on my end, but I just want to make sure that y'all can hear me and see me. But thank you guys for being here. Yes, thank y'all. Thank y'all. So y'all can hear me and see me. I appreciate it. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for coming in and joining me on today's live. I've been holding this subject all week since probably Tuesday or Wednesday, but I couldn't go live when it was burning on me, pressing, and I wanted to get it off my chest, but because it's been a busy week for me, so I couldn't go live with it. But I just want to say hey to you guys who are here live in the chat. I'll get to you guys and speak to you guys in a second. Hello to those who are in the bushes. I appreciate you guys for being here as well. And hello to those who are catching the replay as well. I appreciate all of you. I want to ask, if you have not, go ahead and hit that like button. Share me out, because we know sometimes YouTube does not do its due diligence with notifying us all that someone is live, and sometimes I don't even know that somebody is live unless I see one of you guys share them out. So I ask that you do that, and while you're here, comment. If you're live in the chat as well as replay, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I do read them and I respond. And if you're feeling my vibe, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification button so that you will be notified when I release new content. So, let me just take a moment to speak to those who took their time out to come and visit me here today. Unbiased LLC. Welcome in, Queen. Thank you. I appreciate you for being here. Uh-oh. Look like I got a delay on my stuff. Hold on, let me get it right. Yeah, this thing. What is going on with it today? No, I think it's the computer. Let's do that again because that was raggedy. Okay, let me just speak to everybody and then I give everybody a round of applause at the end because it's not working today and we not finna do that. We not gonna be raggedy right now. So unbiased. Hey girl, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Peggy Bro, hey, welcome in. Thank you for being here. God's desire for me. Hey, sweet pea, thank you for being here. Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD chick. Hello, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. My Renaissance grandma. Hey, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Sonia Siegler. Hey, Sonia. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all you guys for being here. Let's see. Did I miss anybody else? Karen's Little Garden. Karen's Little Garden. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And thank you to my two moderators that are here, Nikki and Unbiased, reminding everybody to like, share out the live, please. And thank you. Thank you so much, Nikki and Unbiased. Also, guys, while you are here, remember that you can always type SUGA in the comments and Nightbot will drop your link. There's my other moderator, G Mama Grow Hard in the Garden. Thank you for being here, G Mama. Appreciate you. Let's see. Mona, sifting some salt and more. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Y'all know today is Sunday night. So that means the New Orleans Garden goes live. Well, it's not Sunday night yet, but it's Sunday. So later on tonight will be Sunday night. So later on it'll be Miss Linda, the New Orleans Gardener, at 7 Central. And then Mona and them will be on at that's 11 Central my time. And I'll have to come back after Miss Linda goes live to do my medicinal herbs. I wanted to do this live that I'm doing right now yesterday, but I wasn't feeling it. So I'm doing it today. And then after Miss Linda goes live, we'll do the medicinal herbs live. Okay? Sounds good to y'all? So 11 o'clock, y'all check out Sifting Some Salt and More Mona tonight. And the New Orleans Gardener. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? Everybody is speaking. Hey, African Dreaming, thank you for being here. And if that's Jay, I know April is close by. So, hey, pieces of April, thank y'all for being here. RLM Hawaii, hey, thank you for being here. This is my first time seeing you in my chat. Go ahead and type SHUGA in the comments so that Nightbot can drop your link and we can check you out. Thank you for being here, and I'm hoping that it will be something that I say or someone may say in the chat that can help you along the way. And Nikki has been on it. She dropped Miss Linda's link for you guys to check her out tonight at 7 p.m. and also at Central Time. Also check out Sifting Some Soil and More, late night chat with friends for you guys who be up all night like me. We'll be over there chit chatting and carrying on and things. So if y'all want to hang out with us, come on over, come on over. We appreciate the company. We sure do. Let's see. I saw somebody speak to Odom, but I must have passed him up. Let me go back up. Oh, there we go. There you go, Odom. Hey, Odom's Homestead. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I just want to say, Odom, I love to hear you sing. Every song you sing, I love to hear you sing. I love it. I love it. Let's see. I think I have gotten. Yep. That's everybody. I think. Yeah, that's everybody. Okay. So today, y'all, this video or this talk that I want to have conversation back and forth with all of us. Uh, I was in GT Junior's Grows It Alaska's live, and uh, okay, she said, we catch the replay. She said she'll catch the replay for Mona's live tonight. Yeah, cause y'all don't stay up. Yeah, we the late birds, y'all the early birds. Hey, Drell's Healing Garden. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. She says, great to see you all. I hope you all are having fun and amazing day. I definitely am. Oh, I'm glad you are. Let me see if I can get this to do the hand clap for y'all. See if it's working or if it's still jacked up. Yeah, I want let's check it and see. It's still tripping. It's okay. I don't know what's going on, but I thank y'all for being here. The sound effect on EV Mux is not working today. But we don't need them either way. We good. We good. So, like I was saying, what sparked this live was okay. I don't need y'all now. What sparked this live was I was in GT Junior's. Hey, Ten. She said we hear it. Y'all hear it, but it to me is like choppy. It's chopping up on my end. So it's probably my computer. But hey, Ten, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So y'all, what sparked this live was I went and I was in GT Junior Grows in Alaska's live later earlier this week, and he showed a clip of a video from Dr. Bobby Price. Um, he's a has a YouTube channel. If you guys get a chance, check it out. I think I put it in the chat in the description already. If not, um, I'll put the link again after the video is over. Um, but he had some profound things to say, and I wanted to find the whole video after I watched it, after I saw the clip with GT, and it just sparked a whole lot of things that I think that I should share. Hey, Gidro's Family Forum, welcome in. Thank you for being here. And so that's what I want to do today and discuss it with you guys and see how you feel about it. Because as you know, our winter season is coming to an end, and most of us are gearing up to start our spring garden. And we always try to encourage someone else. Thank you, G Mama. G Mama dropped the link for you guys to check it out. We always want to encourage other people to grow, and in encouraging them to grow, we need to explain to them why it is so important for them to grow and have their own food. So let's watch a couple of parts of this video, and then I'll stop it as we go along, and we'll chat it out, and you guys can comment in the chat, or I'll drop the link as well if anybody wants to come up and share their comments. However you want to do it is fine with me. So let's see what we got here. Off the first clip, let me share my screen so you guys can see it. But yeah, it's a very intriguing video, and I hope that it blesses you guys the way that it has blessed me. So let's see. Rearranging this on my screen because I don't want to. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. I got it now. I got it now. I got it now. Okay, so here's the video, and we're just gonna chop it up and have a little small discussion for a little while. So it said Can't Stop came in. Hey, Can't Stop walking, but love mowing. Hello, thank you for being here. So let me put this where y'all can see it because I want it full screen so you guys can see. All right, here we go.
Now today, my farm
Wait, I got it on 2 times speed. Hold on, y'all. That's how I be watching stuff sometimes. Okay.
is my utopia, my safe place, my
Mm.
haven. That when I escape here, I go down to the farm and I forget about everything. I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I take off my shoes and I just start walking around on the dew. Start looking at what nature grew overnight, what ripened, what I can pick, have breakfast, sit under the coconut tree,
Yeah.
pick a soursop. And it has been such a magnificent part of my evolution. And the funny thing is, a lot of times you see your vision and the vision can sometimes be blurry when it's so far away, but being on the farm now it's so 2020.
Yeah, man. Crisp.
And so it feels like I'm plugging into God when I'm on the farm. It literally does. It feels like I'm plugging myself back to source. Do you kind of get that same inspiration when you're on the farm?
Every day.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't think a farmer in America or in most parts of the world would continue to farm,
Yeah.
right? When you see that there's been 600 almost 600,000 farmer suicides in India over the last 10 years,
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah.
You understand that anyone who's farming is doing it for that feeling you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because for myself as a black farmer and as somebody who didn't come up thinking he wanted to be a farmer, wasn't even, I mean, probably different even than you, because I just didn't think about farming as, I wanted to be making art full time.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do. I planted the garden so that I could ensure that during times of economic failure, there would still be food to eat.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
That's what I was not thinking food security
Yeah.
or food sovereignty, or I didn't know any of these terms. These were not
Gotcha.
interesting to me at all. And but because I had the experience of being on my grandparents' farm, I seen a farm before. I knew how to grow food, whatever. But once I came to Atlanta, it changed
Yeah.
because
Okay, y'all. I'm gonna pause it right there just to talk about what he's saying right there. So, in the title of this live, is why should you start gardening? And when we're out there trying to explain to other people why they should start gardening, I think we should let them know how it feels when we're doing it and making it personable so that the person can understand, how it feels, how you feel when you're out there. Um, One of the things that he just said that stood out to me the most when I was watching this was he says when he's out there in his garden, he feels like he's connected to the source, whatever your source is or whatever. You feel connected when you're out there, and we always talk about all the time about being there and walking around in the dirt with your shoes off because you could actually feel the energy and being connected. Hey, Miss T with the T, thank you for being here. Anybody else I missed? Let's see. Yo, G Mama say plant a cucumber and get a banana. Hopefully, I can avoid those GMOs. Yes, we definitely going to have to be paying very much close attention to these seeds that we're getting. Yes, and so if you guys don't are not aware of what's going on in India, I watched a video over there. Um, this his name, the name of the guy that's being interviewed is Grow. His channel is Grow Where You Are. Let me make sure. Yeah, Grow Where You Are. So the name of his channel is Grow Where You Are, and he has one of his very first videos talking about the issues that are going on in India, where they're having a problem with farming over there. And if you can just imagine how, I would say, a 90% of us in our community, we use gardening as our source of therapy, right? So just imagine if that is your main source, that's the reason why you do it, and then you don't have that connection anymore. That's a big takeaway. You don't have that outlet anymore. It devastates you and it can put you in a place to where you feel hopeless and you can't reset your mind or reset your brain and get connected to that source. And things like that happen where some people end their lives. But I suggest that you guys go over there to Grow Where You Are and watch the video. It's one of his first videos where they're interviewing one of the food activists over there in India, and she goes into depth to explain the crisis that is going on over there with their food. And I really think that we are heading that way, which is why we need to tell people to grow their own gardens, because you're not only, like many of us when we first started off doing it, we were just thinking about, okay, I need to grow this for sustainability for my family so that my family can eat, and if something should happen, we won't have to worry about food. But it's bigger than that, as we've learned, as we continued on the journey. It's bigger than just being able to just have food for your physical body, but it's a spiritual journey that you go on as well. And you need that connection. When you're out there, you feel that connection. Let's see what you guys are saying. And if you don't have that connection, for some people, it's devastating because you can't get back and connect to the source. When you're not connected to a source, you're drained. You have no energy. You have no power. So, oh Lord, Dre, she said she 5 fruit trees for $15 each. Yeah, I need to go check out my Tractor Supply. Okay, there y'all was telling me it was clapping. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see. Trying to see if anybody. I went all the way back in the chat. God's desire for me says, I think it is important to get seeds now and save seeds before the market is flooded with GMOs. Yes, I echo that same thing. If you guys have not gotten whatever you want to get out of the store that you don't have for yourself already, seeds that you harvested from your own garden, go ahead and get the seeds now that you want, because things are only getting worse. And at some point, we're going to be, you're going to have to let your stuff go to seed and harvest the seeds, because you're not going to want to get those seeds out of the store at all. Everyone speaking. G Mama says the aroma of the plants brings calming effects too. It definitely does. I got up this morning. I was up early, early, early this morning, and I just what I did. I just felt drained, so I fixed me some tea, and just the aroma from fixing the tea instantly changed my mood when I smelt it. So I definitely agree with you on that, G Mama. Girl, Dad, cooking up deliciousness. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Glad to see you. If you have a channel, go ahead and type SHUGA and we can go over there and check you out. I appreciate you for coming in. And you are in the company of a lot of good people. So check them out as well. Hey, Micro, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Tixie, hey, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Urban Garden Chronicles, hey, she said listening in the bushes. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you. My Renaissance grandma said she been trying to tell y'all for the past 2 years. Get them seeds now. Get them now. Peggy Bro says I only buy heirloom seeds. Yes, that is a good thing. Definitely a good thing. Hey, Psalms 146. She says, good God's glorious afternoon, everyone listening in the bushes, but some tea sounds absolutely wonderful. Yes, ma'am. If you haven't had any today, go ahead and pour you up some tea. Okay. I think I saw G Mama speak to Tactical. Hey, Tactical Skillionaire Defense. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. We just chatting it up. Thank you for coming in. Feel welcome to comment. And so we're going to go ahead and listen to whatever other tidbits he has. But yes, when you're explaining to someone why they should have a garden, make sure you explain to them how it's not just a physical contribution that you get, the physical aspect that you get from gardening, but also the spiritualness that you get from it, how it connects you back to it, and explain to them how, when you first started, you first did it because for whatever reason. I know for me, when I first started, I was just thinking, I've always wanted to garden. Let me try to do this, and then the food is better. And make sure you just be clear with them and upfront so you can let people know. So let's see what else tidbits they have in this video that we can share.
As I looked and saw, coming from Southern California, I saw a place where so many black people were in positions of power, and so many black people had, even the regular person in Southwest Atlanta is sitting on half an acre or an acre of land.
Yeah.
Coming from California, LA, I was like, damn, they could be utilizing this land totally differently.
Yeah.
When I looked at Atlanta, I saw a blank canvas of food production.
Yeah.
But growing food in a city is not like growing food. It's not like farming in a rural context,
Yeah.
or a Caribbean context.
Yeah.
Farming in a city is a different thing.
It is a totally different thing because, I spent a lot of time in Jamaica, and being in Jamaica, I mean, you could be traveling down a road and there's just a papaya tree there, a sugar apple tree over there, a soursop tree over here, a sweet sop tree, a sapodilla just growing.
Just growing moringa, growing
Yeah.
wild. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
and here, because we've been so destructive with the land, things don't grow as they would if you didn't cultivate it.
Not just the land, there's atmosphere as well.
Indeed, indeed. And so, I've come to a point where I understand that anything of significance comes out of the land.
Yes, sir.
So the trees to make our homes, the paper the paper to make our money, the furniture, all of it, the soil to grow food with, the cotton to make our clothes, the gold and the silver and the diamonds, the copper, the cobalt, the lithium that we use for our cell phones, water, everything comes from the land, right?
Yes, sir.
And with that being said, our people, we're agricultural people.
We're
Historic.
earthlings. I mean, we're from Earth.
You know-
We came out of the land. You know what I mean?
saying?
Not just the gold, but it's not like we fell from the sky.
Right.
This body is Earth.
Yeah, ashes to ashes,
Dust to dust.
And so, with that being said, even those who came over on ships and who were enslaved, many of them were putting seeds of okra in their corn rolls or corn in their corn rolls so that they can bring the agricultural technology with them, right?
See,
And
absolutely.
so even post 1865, you see this sort of transition where we develop this hate for being farmers and growing our things out of the land. And at some point, it seems like we got this disconnection with the land. And a lot of that came from our trauma that many of us went through in terms of like the enslaved. And then some of that came with social economics in terms of understanding that we were transitioning to an industrial society.
Hmm.
Okay, so with it being Black History Month, we all know the story and the trauma that we all faced with well, not we all, our ancestors were faced with, and it could have scarred some people and shied them away from wanting to garden because of the connection that it has with our past history. And so you may run into some people that may have that issue as well. So we have to be prepared to explain to them, how important it is for us to not shy away from that because of our experience, because we, like they said in the video, we are of the earth. This is where we came from. And we can't, how can you can disconnect? When you disconnect from where you came from, you are lost. Let's see. Okay, Urban Garden Chronicle says, yes, I love this video. Great interview. Yes. Hey, Sandra, living a full life. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. Wellness with Frugal Mama. Hey, thank you for being in. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Homesteader Rachel. Hello. Thank you for being here. Urban Garden Chronicle says, yes, he has a I Heart Fruit Box. They even oh, he does. He has a farm I Heart Fruit Box. They even ship to Canada. Oh, I didn't know that. I just thought he had the channel. I'm gonna have to check into that. Okay, thank you, Urban. I'm gonna have to check into that. Hey, Grow Big TV. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Trying to see if there's anybody else that I missed or any comments or anything that I missed. Okay, that's everybody. So I'm trying to see at the beginning of the video, not the beginning, at the beginning of the part. I should have stopped it earlier when I had the thought. That's what I'm gonna have to do next time because I done lost my thought. It'll come back to me when I play it again, when I play it. But I just want to remind y'all that as the country developed and we became more into, like he said, becoming more industrialized, or I say more convenience or whatever, we shied away from growing our own food and we got into more other things. As far as right now, we're into technology and doing a whole lot of things that can get us what we want right now. Instead of it teaching us patience, it taught us to be impatient. And we have to get back to that. We have to get back to that and learn how to grow our own food, and not just for uh, to gain patience, but because of our health. And he's going to talk more about that. Let's see.
But with that being said, how important is it that we start to reclaim our relationship with the land as African people?
Ooh, yeah, it's fundamental, right? Because I was listening to somebody just recently, and they were talking about um, those of us calling ourselves African are still using the colonizer's language, right? And there can be this kind of debate back and forth. Okay, the original name was Alke Bulan.
Yeah.
And so at any given time, we are in these debates that really are inconsequential. when it comes to what would you use, how would you engage with the land if you didn't have to name it,
Yeah.
right? If you just were there,
Yeah.
found yourself here, how would you engage with that land? Would it matter if you were in Africa or whether you were in America, or because you've got to clothe yourself,
Yeah.
you've got to shelter your family, you've got to feed your family, you've got to derive energy for your family? There's an amazing documentary called The Coconut Revolution.
Okay.
And the Coconut Revolution is about a small island off of Papua New Guinea that got embargoed. And when they got embargoed, they had no more gasoline coming to the island. So they took the coconut tree, which was sacred to them, and they decided to use it for everything.
Yeah.
And so they used the coconut oil for fuel. They were using rivers to,
You
and
can take the husk and make like a coal.
a charcoal out of it. Exactly. So, and because of that coconut, they were able to not only become sustainable and stay alive, they were also able to fight back against the people who were embargoing on.
Okay, so I heard him say that. That sparked what I wanted to say earlier. He was saying how everything that we need is it comes from the earth. He said this earlier. Even like the money that we use, we need the earth to make the money that we use because that money is printed from the trees that we plant, the trees that they're cutting down. So why is it important for you to grow a garden? Because at the rate we're going, if they keep cutting these trees down, then they won't have the resources on this earth to make money. The money won't be important to you. So then what will have the most value? The actual tree. And who will have them? Or the actual fruit or whatever plant you have. That will become your source of money. Nikki made a comment and said that yeah, as long as let me see, I saw it on my phone. I gotta go back up on the chat and get it. She says, as long as we have convenience of grocery stores, many people won't grow their own food. Right. So we need to emphasize to them how the grocery store is really not a convenience, especially as we go on with this video, we're gonna see how much of a convenience they will they will still think it is. At this point, I don't believe people are paying attention or listening to what's going on in the news or what's actually happening with the food because if somebody just and this might just be me, but if I'm hearing somebody is making my food in the lab, that will make me not want to go to the store. I will go to the store less. But for some reason, our minds have been, for lack of a better word, we have been brainwashed and we're just not thinking. We're not thinking. And that's what we're here for, is to help people to think, help them to wake up and see that it's not a convenience. It's actually killing you. And we need to stress that to people. The food is not only we're regenerating the earth that we're walking on, but also the atmosphere, meaning the air that we breathe, the clouds and everything in the sky. We will control that if we start it now. We already have our little community to where we're starting it, but we need to stress it to other people to make it larger and do like these people did with their coconut. They had control because they used what they had. And that's what it's going to come a time to. We're going to have the power because we're going to be the ones with the things that come from the earth that they need, that they're destroying right now. Nikki says, the great coconut, yes. G Mama says, I knew I loved coconut for some reason. Yes, Nikki, is everything is all about money right now. It's about money right now. But after a while, the money will be of no value. Nobody will want to come to you and say, "Let me buy that fruit tree I give you $200 for." Okay, well, what am I going to be able to do with this $200? I can't do nothing with it. The educated natural state reminds me of cocoa core usage in the garden. Yep, right, Nikki. The problem is some will wait until there's no stores and it will be too late. And that's where we come in. Our community is growing right now, and we all are learning and putting ourselves in position so that we can help those for this time. This time is coming, and there will be stores, but the food in the stores will not be fit to eat, and people will know that. It will be more people that know that at that time than it is now. Some people will wake up, and for those that will wake up, people like us will be there to help them, and hopefully some of them will wake up before it's too late, because we're not going to be able to help the whole world. Some will just be lost. Cocoa coir is much better for the garden and the plant compared to peat moss. Okay, yes, you're telling 10 that. Not that they can't start, but may die trying. Yes. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Nikki said, I'm trying to figure out a way how I can grow coconut tree in here, Maryland, zone 7. I saw coconuts in the store yesterday, in the Mexican store. We don't even have it. Walmart, regular, big box stores don't have it. They don't, not right now, but stuff like that, like coconuts, you gotta go to the small, uh, un American foreign stores to get stuff like that. My Renaissance grandma said, I just made a big tub of cocoa coir and others. Y'all crazy. Hey, Liz B. Journey, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Okay, he says, we got to teach our kids this too. That's what made me garden. My grandparents introduced us earlier. God bless both of them. I have my daughter in the dirt since she was 1. Yes, definitely we got to teach our children. I remember Led mentioning a while back in one of his lives, about teaching your kids, um, skills, because that will be more of importance to them as time goes on. And one of those skills, technical skills, is gardening. They need to know that. So definitely, yes, girl, dad, we definitely agree with you, because we have lost a lot of things in our generation, and we trying to reach back and get it now. So hopefully that it won't be lost again. He said you waiting on David or broke. If anybody can grow, it's gonna be David or broke. One of them gonna have it. Okay? One of them. Let's see.
them
Yeah.
because they made sure that they valued the place that they were,
Got you.
right? So for us as African people, a lot of us, myself included, have had ideas of returning to Africa and saying, if I go to Africa, things will be, I'll have more opportunity, things will be better, this, and this. May or may not be true, but the point in the matter is we're having those dreams from here. So
Yeah.
while we're here, if we have access to the land, we need to be utilizing it. We have to be cultivating that relationship
Got you.
because many people can't travel
Yeah.
for reasons of, passport issues, all kinds of things.
Right.
So then we're here.
Yeah.
And what would be the most sustainable relationship you can have in, and even outside of the relationship with oneself, is has to be with seeing the cycles of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when we start to garden or farm, we end up spending more time outside.
Yep.
So we start paying attention. Oh man, the moon's getting full.
Or the sun's at this
Or
place at
and
this time of the
yesterday it
day.
was right. So we start to center ourselves and become geocentric, right? Oh, okay. Let the earth be the center of my universe, not because we don't understand how the solar system works, but we understand that this is the actual place that we are.
Yeah.
We're not on the sun. We're not on the moon. We are on earth.
Right.
And this is where everything that we've ever experienced happened.
We're right where we need to be.
We're right where we need to be.
Yeah.
So I think it's fundamental because right now our nervous systems are shot, and just the amount of excess radiation and electrical energy that is being carried in our body, there is no other place to store it.
Yeah.
Like we need to be off charging that into the soil.
Yeah.
What other entity can deal with it?
Right.
Okay, so just to piggyback off of what he said with the electrical energy, um, not to go too deep into it, but y'all do realize that we are electrical beings. Okay, if you sum it down to like the smallest part of anything is the atom. An atom is made up of matter, and that stuff is made up, if you go even smaller, electrons and neutrons and protons. All of that is electricity, is electric energy, right? So all of that, those small little tiny tiny things make up a human being or a thing or whatever. And all of that energy needs to be connected to somewhere. So if you just store things up and allow things to be within you and you don't have a way to off charge it, or you're pulling other energies and things out of the atmosphere and you just overloading your system, eventually what happens when the system is overloaded? It either shuts down to restart, or it just shuts down. So that's the purpose of somebody needing to have a garden. That is where you can connect to center yourself so that you can be focused and be centered on what you need to do, and you won't be feeling confused and cloudy and can't think, wondering why you can't think and wondering why you can't go to sleep at night. Your body just won't shut down. I just can't. Am I talking about somebody or is it just me? Tell them what you experience when you go out there. I remember when I first started gardening on my porch, and I was doing the container gardening. And I noticed, the first thing I noticed after I came home from work, before I even got in the house, I would stop by my plants and just stand there and look at them for a second before I even touch them. Just standing there, being in close proximity, allowed me to decompress. Everything that I had went through all that day, it just was released. I didn't say anything. I was just standing there and I just became calm. Then once I got working and touching the plants, I could feel myself even becoming even more calm, and my thoughts become more clear. And then I find myself, things that I was worried about, I find myself not intentionally thinking about it, but it'll come back to my memory, and whatever I was trying to figure out, a solution would come all of a sudden without me even, you know how we do, we sit and think about it and try to figure out something. Things would be figured out. The answer would come to me as I'm working in the garden. Y'all, it that is an awesome feeling. It is an awesome feeling. And it's hard to it's hard to explain sometimes to people, but they would have to experience that for themselves. But to hear them, let them know that, hey, you sometimes you can't sleep, just go sit in your garden, or sometimes you can't get your thoughts together, can't get your words together, go out there and touch touch your plants, or just walk around and feel it, and you will get clarity just from having a garden. Let me go back up to here. Okay, y'all was talking about the cocoa core and stuff. So I spoke to Frugal Mama already. She said she's driving. Nikki says my children will be in working in the garden with me more this year instead of just going out there and picking what they want to eat. Good job, Nikki. All right. Marissa's grandma was talking to 10. Hey, so blessed. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Vase Place. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Vase says, I have some seeds already sprouting and getting ready to do more seeds as we talk. Yes, I'm jealous. I wanted to do mine today, but it's too cold. It's currently probably like in the 40s right now. And this week we're gonna warm up, and I'm thinking, fingers crossed, that we're gonna stay warm enough to where I can start my seedlings tomorrow morning, and that way they won't get cold. I'm hoping, because I want to start. I'm itching to start so bad. So that's my plan, to start in the morning. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see. If not, I'll still live vicariously through y'all. Oh, Nikki. Look, I'm trying, Nikki, trying to explain it and not confuse y'all. They says the energy needs to be recycled. Gardening is great for that. Exactly, exactly. It needs to be recycled. Hey, growing what I eat. What's going on? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. There go my boy. Hey, GT. He said just in the dishes for a few minutes while working. Thank you, GT. I told him when he showed us this video, he inspired me. I was at work, my eyes was like this big. I was like, oh my God. I had never heard of Dr. Bobby Price until he mentioned it. And so when I had to go back and who was it found the video? I think it was Texas Lala found it, and she dropped it in the link in the chat. Boy, I was at work looking at it. And since then I've been looking at it about, I done probably watched it about 5 or 6 times. G Mama said my mood has. Oh, speaking of GT, Junior, y'all, he is doing the indoor gardening challenge WIG 2023. So if y'all are doing any indoor gardening, check out GT Grows in Alaska and Mike's Chaotic Gardening. Those are our indoor gardening guys. So check out some of those videos, because we the community got to judge these people that's doing it. I'm not doing any indoor gardening, but those of you who are versed in indoor gardening can help him judge and pick some good winners. G Mama says my mood has important what? Let me Maybe I'm reading it wrong. My mood had important since I moved away from the airport. Now they can't fly through my ah the airplanes can't fly through your videos. I see you. I see you. Look, I'm still right here by the airport. She says her mood has improved. Yeah, I know autocorrect is crazy. GT says just saying hello to y'all in the chat. So GT saying hey, he going back to the bushes. We got you, G Mama. She said her mood has improved since she moved away from the airport. Peggy Bro say, I also play soothing music for my plants. Yes, do that. Talk to your plants while y'all out there. Sing to them. Just as you enjoy their attention, whatever you give off to them is what they will give back to you. It's a transfer of energy. So whatever you put off to them, they're gonna give that back to you and then some. You are so right, Peggy Bro. G Mama says, I play music for my plants too. Yep, I dance for mine sometimes. I know my neighbors think I'm crazy, but hey, I'm eating. And they love my stuff too, because I didn't share it with them, so they love it too. G Mama says, I'm itching to grow too. This weather keeps acting up though. Yes, and that's part of why this growing stuff, the weather is acting up not only because of what man has done to it, but also manipulation. And so we got to become a little bit more clever. We have greenhouses and things like that to help, with the starts, but eventually those things need to get in the ground. So yeah, we have to become a little bit more creative. Maybe we need to come up with a think tank to help those that have a shorter growing season, or even not just those, but us. Everybody's dealing with this weather manipulation stuff, so we can't start our plants early because somebody won't decide that although it was summer yesterday, they want to be winter tonight and tomorrow. We need to come up with something, y'all. We need to come up with something because if we keep allowing someone else to gain more control of our food, they gain more control over us. They gain more control over what you put in your body, and you lose more control over yourself. I'm getting ahead of the video. I'm getting ahead. Just let me slow down and read these comments. You can meditate when you go outside, standing bare feet, touching the soil. Close your eyes and meditate. Imagine roots coming from your feet into the earth. Ooh, that sounds so soothing. Imagine the negative energy flowing from you. Yes, I love how you said that. Flowing from you into the soil, and positive energy flowing from the earth into you, empowering you with earth energy. Yes, well said, babe. Well said. I've envisioned the roots when I read it. I never thought about it that way, but yeah, envisioning the roots. Growing what I eat. I keep fruit tree shopping and I'm gonna be a mess come summer. No, you're not. No, you're not. Cause let me tell you this. I'm glad you in here. Growing what I eat. And I'll probably talk about this later. But anyway, you got all those fruit trees. I want to remind you, and I know you've been listening to Ms. Linda too. All those fruit trees. Don't just eat the fruit off of them. Those leaves are medicinal, can be used as well for you. The fruit, like Miss Linda say, the fruit is just lanyap. It's the leaves, baby. Don't throw your leaves away, even if you use it for compost. Y'all have all these trees, and some of these trees go dormant and drop the leaves. You can take those leaves off and use them. But we'll talk about that, on another subject, a later time. Homesteader said, I'm in the garden now, listening to you guys. Yes, I wish I could be in mine. It's too cold. It's too cold. They said, I'm starting the seedlings to put in my green star gardens. That is a jump for spring. Yes. Odom says, I'm 39 here. I'm still out here redoing my strawberry beds. I saw strawberries Friday. I went to the store. That's one thing. I have to decide what I want to do. I wanted to put strawberries in a raised bed, but raised beds are expensive. So I don't want to put the strawberries in my garden and then they take over my garden. I'm gonna have to figure that part out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that part out. Maybe I just put them in a pot, or like the columns or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that part out. Let's see. Sugar, are you getting quail yet? Not yet. This summer. This summer. That is my goal, to have chickens and quail this summer. If you guys want to type weather in my chat, Nightbot will let me know what the weather is where you at. Hey, I figured that out. But anyway, go to oh go to bed. Right, G Mama tell you go to bed is 80 degrees and wake up 3 feet of snow. Right, go to bed with the air on and wake up it's freezing. Oh my God, got to turn the heater on. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hey, Howie, Food Forest Permaculture. Greetings, Earthlings. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Grown what I eat say yes, indeed. I remember her saying that you can make lemonade from the leaves made me order another lemon tree. Man, all those fruit trees have uses for them. You definitely can use them. You definitely have to plant. Have 10 said she got to get her some strawberry plants. Lorenzo said, not just the fruit leaves, the veggie leaves as well. Yes, have healing properties. Research the leaves to your whole garden. Don't waste anything. Y'all see that? Don't waste anything. Use your leaves. Y'all go to my community tab. I have a spreadsheet that tell y'all some of it, not all of it. I can't put everything all on the spreadsheet, but it's some of it. You can take it and start with that. It's a good jump start for you. She said it takes 2 years before you can actually get any strawberries. I'm gonna buy one that's already got strawberries on it. I'm not gonna do them. I'm not doing my strawberries from seed. So I'm gonna buy a plant that's already doing it. So yeah, babe, you did it right. Type weather and then enter your zip code. I didn't say that. Put your zip code or your city, and Nightbot will tell us what the weather is like where you are. 46 degrees. Yeah, Chicago. Odom says put them under your fruit trees and let them go. Remove any that you don't want. Okay. Thank you, Odom. Somebody typed weather and did not put their drill. You got to put your city or your zip code. Okay. Okay. Let me move on some more because I don't want y'all to miss no more of this video. So let's go ahead.
And it's so important that you mention language. It's so important, and then also culture is so important because culturally, indigenous people are very different from a Eurocentric point of view.
Absolutely.
And the best example that I always give people when it comes to that is that when Europeans first came here to the Americas and they were trying to figure out how to get New England from the local natives, they gave them weapons and a few bags of food
And
for a
alcohol.
massive amount of land.
Yes, sir.
And most people would say, what would make a native person give away that amount of land for nothing? But it was because we as indigenous people have a very different concept of the land. It does not belong to us. We never had this concept that land belonged to anybody. Like we believed that the land was pouring to us, giving us offerings, and we were there to be grateful for it.
Whoa, what a teaching, though.
And so it's so important that we realize that we have to get back to that point, and not necessarily from the standpoint now that you have to have ownership of land because that's what's happened. But it's important to understand you have to have a relationship with the land because that is where the healing comes from.
Teach.
That's where everything comes from.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
so one of the things that's coming up a lot on the internet now is the fact that Bill Gates has bought over 240,000 acres of farmland. And now you find out Katy Perry, who is a singer, and her husband,
Mm,
I believe his name is Orlando Bloom,
mm,
bought the Bragg's Apple Cider Vinegar Company.
mm,
And they have teamed up with Bill Gates
mm.
and now are using his A-Pill apples.
Okay. This is what's really sparked me to show this video. If y'all know and y'all been with me, we've been making apple cider vinegar, right? Led told y'all before I even started and made a YouTube channel. Led made apple cider vinegar with y'all. I want to say about 2 years ago, right? And he was telling y'all make your apple cider vinegar. I hope y'all was listening. Devora Bet Zion, hello. Thank you for being here. You in Opelousas, girl. You just close. I can drive down there where you at. Yep, she says it's been chilly all weekend. Hey, girl. Vay says even those Oh, don't produce the second year. The roots have to get established the first year. Okay. So I just have to go to the strawberry festival in Ponchatoula until mine's produced. Howie says a lot of organic farmers use leaves and biochar and get good results. Yes. I think yeah, Calvin and Broke Farmer was talking about biochar. I think Broke Farmer gets biochar from his neighbor's yard. Okay, she was telling her how you got to type weather, excuse me, weather before you type Vancouver Island. Yeah, GT, that's the part, right? That's the part about the apple cider vinegar. So we, I, I'm gonna check mine on my after Miss Linda live. I'm gonna show y'all mine. I've had mine for 30 days. I've been making mine. So not just with the apple cider vinegar. If you just think about if they doing this to the apple cider vinegar, that's been the fad for everybody for these past few years. Take apple cider vinegar gummies. You drink a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, you can lose weight. It'll help you with your blood sugar. It'll help you with your this. It'll help you with your. The fad has been drawing people to where the Bragg's apple cider vinegar. That's the one that you gotta get because they got the mother in it. And all. Now that has been tainted. So you can't trust, basically, you can't trust nobody with your food but you. You got to grow it yourself because at some point they're going to figure out a way to manipulate it to where it hurts you and then you got to come back to them to be fixed. This is what we need to be sharing with other people and this is what we need to learn ourselves. Those of you who have not learned how to make your apple cider vinegar. Those of you who are not planning on growing your herbs this year. Those of you who have not started a garden, you need to get on it because it's becoming a business. It's not, they're becoming to make food a business instead of selling us food that's healthy for us, that will keep us alive. They're going to sell us food that's going to kill some of us, and the rest of us that is not going to kill is going to harm you, and then you're going to end up going to the doctor for them to give you something, not even to cure you, but just to make you feel like you okay. This is why you need to have a garden because I've heard I can't remember the name of the movie on Netflix, but it said in that movie, "He who controls the food controls the world." Right? You don't need them people to have that kind of control over you. If they can control what you can put in your body, they control you. So that's another reason why we need to stress to people why they need to grow. They need to grow. GT says this part, listen, listen. We're gonna listen to how he tells you what that they've done to that apple cider vinegar. And if you got some in your house, I suggest you throw it away and go get you some apples and make you some and check them codes on them apples. Make sure them ain't GMO apples. Okay, everybody is speaking to everybody. Yes, bad news and scary. That's not even the Nikki. We just scratching the surface. Okay, it's worse than what we think. God's desire said, "I won't be purchasing any brags." Yeah, that is so sad, and that's how they do. They get us hooked. It's all a part of the plan. They are light years ahead of us, okay? They already knew, they already studied the human mind and know how we act, know how we react, and how we're going to think. They already know when, if they pump it out and pump it up, we're going to gravitate to it. And then once we gravitate to it and everybody get hooked on it, then that's when they change it to make it do what they want it to do. God's, oh, not Psalm says, I'm very grateful for Uncle Ed showing us how to make the ACV and pineapple vinegar right. You can make all kinds, some for consumption and some for cleaning. His vinegar videos are how I came across the whole community here on YouTube, so it was a huge blessing. Yes, yeah, y'all. G Mama says they are trying to put chemicals in everything that's purchased. Exactly. G Mama, you hit the nail on the head. Paying for folk to make you sick. That part. That part. I don't even, you know what? She say, look at what they do to your water. I don't even drink water out my tap no more. And then, even if I don't drink it out the tap, the bottled water ain't even that much better. You got to get the Birkin. I need to purchase Apple. Nikki, that's one of my purchases this year. Not year, this summer. Before, not summer, spring. I'm going to give me an apple tree, well, two of them. I'm going to give me a pear, plum, Japanese plum, and I got to get my berries, my strawberries and my blackberries, my mulberries. I'm thinking about a Fuyu persimmon, but I don't know. But y'all got to get stocked up on these fruit trees, not only for your eating, but you can use them for other things around the house that you're gonna need. Oh wait, what? I missed something. My Renaissance grandma said. She says I got my organic apple cider with the mother from Azure Standard. Comes in 10 sizes. Okay. Um, my Renaissance grandma sharing with y'all a little nugget. Hope you picking it up. Oh, they got apple trees for $15. I wonder how they probably the small ones. I'm gonna go check it out anyway. I'm gonna go check it out anyway. It got a nursery by me that has I can get 3 trees or is it 4 trees for $100? Yeah, it's 4 trees for $100, but they're like they already mature trees. I'm gonna take y'all with me when I go get it though. God's desire for me. I have a water distiller and filters on my faucet and shower. Yes, got to. Okay, Drell's talking about her. She grabbed two of them today. Yeah, girl, you're gonna be able to make you some apple cider vinegar, or you can make you some apple wine. You're gonna be good to go, girl. You're gonna be good to go. Odom said that's the reason I have so many apple trees. Yes, I'm gonna go get mine because the farmers market. I mean, you got to think about it. Apples don't grow year round, so those trees go to sleep. So yeah, we got to be prepared. Song says, keep in mind that apple trees need certain amount of chill hours right during the winters. Yep, y'all got to keep that in mind. And I think I have, yeah. We don't get as cold. Yeah, Nikki, apple wine, girl. They got apple wine. They got pear wine. You can make uh wine from citrus like orange wine. Do I have a bottle? No, I didn't buy one from. They sell that at my farmers market, but I'm gonna learn how to make it. They say got some bees. Oh, get some bees so you can make mead. What is mead? MEAD. What is that? They. What is mead? I'm intrigued. Okay, y'all. So let's listen to what he's saying else about this Bragg's.
Now, let me sort of educate the audience a little bit about what APEL is. APEEL. It uses monosaccharides and disaccharides, which are byproducts of all oil processing. Okay, so the byproducts of, things like soybean oil, canola oil, which are very harmful to the body, and these byproducts are trans fats. This is really important. They're trans fats. Trans fats in most countries, all of Europe, are banned, and the reason why they're banned is because they cause coronary heart disease. Now, what's your position as somebody who understands the land, respects the land, who's growing, showing people how to grow, what's your position on like
Cole, he's my miracle child. So how does your miracle child get cancer?
Oh, my bad.
watching somebody buy this amount of land with that type of intention behind it?
They says mead is honey wine. Mead is old English drink. Hey, Breeza Mega, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Am I not sharing? Oh, I'm in the. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me make myself small so y'all can see them and not me. Oh, y'all can see. I'm tripping. Okay, I'm tripping. Right. Bree said he can't educate nobody with a dash a dashiki. You're a mess. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back.
That's a challenging question. Not because it's not clear, but just because it's hard to articulate.
Yeah.
I think that I heard Dr. Vandana Shiva say something really important. And she said there are people who are now inventing ways to 3D print meat,
Yeah.
right? 3D printing a salmon, 3D printing a steak, right?
Yeah.
And she said, well, you can't have an output without an input. So if you have a lab grown meat, there has to be some kind of substance that you put into it in order for the machine to be able to output you a steak. And all of that, she said, is genetically modified soy.
Yeah.
So they're going to be putting soy into the machine, mixing it with the culture of that particular meat, creating a lab grown meat,
Yeah.
feeding it soy.
Yeah.
So the purchase of this large amount of farmland is for the intention of having everything be patented and barcoded.
That's what I wanted you to get to.
And that's what it's about. You can't have it patented and barcoded if it hasn't been run through the intellectual property of a human being.
Boom. He done blowed up the spot, y'all. He done blowed up the spot. Okay. Before he gets to that, the lab grown meat. Okay. This is what I wanted to stress to y'all before I play some more of the video. We focusing on, our vegetables and our fruits, but I want to encourage you guys as well. You need to get on your meats. Okay? If you don't have a connection to somebody, you need to get on your meat. Because what good is if it doing you if you eating your own, you growing your own fruit, growing your own vegetables, but still you out there still eating lab meat. It's defeating the purpose. We gotta catch up. We gotta catch up. We behind. We gotta play catch up. And just to reiterate what he's saying, we are organic beings. You can't take an organic bean and put inorganic stuff in it and not expect something to happen. Your body is going to rebel in some kind of way, and that's where you get the sicknesses and the illnesses from. They know that. They know that. The people that are doing this, they know that. But the purpose of them doing it is, like he said, they are trying to control it to gain that. He who controls the food rules the what? All right, I told y'all that earlier. G Mama says, who want to eat plastic meat? Not me. I don't. Even now, I can tell y'all when I go, and it's very rare now that I go to fast food restaurants. Even when you taste the burgers from fast food restaurants, it doesn't taste like meat. It tastes like cardboard. Even yesterday, no, that was Friday morning. I went to a grocery store and I bought a turkey breast. Turkey is supposed to be healthier, the healthier option, especially the breast. You know how many times I had to cook it in my pressure cooker to get that meat to be tender? And now anybody that knows about pressure cookers, when you put stuff in the pressure cooker, by cooking it under pressure, you don't have to cook it for a long time. That's the point of having the pressure cooker, right? Convenience. Yeah, I know. Convenience, right? It's not convenient. It wasn't convenient. I had to cook it for almost an hour and a half. I could have did that in the oven just the regular old way. But even then I don't think if I would have put it in the oven, the meat it still didn't taste right. It didn't taste like a turkey. It just tastes artificial. So, y'all, get your meat. Don't just worry about your vegetables unless you're trying to be a vegetarian. Then that's on you. But y'all need to go ahead and start thinking about not just these fruits and vegetables. You got to get on your proteins and meat too. They say the input that they are using is scat. In other words, poop. Ugh, yeah. Soy is a killer, and that's what they are using. Yeah, Bree says this is crazy. Yes, it is crazy. Vay says in China they are growing meat out of manure. Oh my God. Oh my God. And probably ship it. I bet you the people in China not eating it. They probably shipping it to us. Man. Some says that leads to Revelation 13 where they are gonna keep close tabs on everything right that's bought and sold by anyone everywhere. Yes. So y'all we gotta get on it. Get on it. We behind. We playing catch up. Hey Cena Renee's gardening. Apartment homestead. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Salon Diva, hey, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Yep, G Mama, we got to hurry up and get our quails, girl. Got to hurry up because we doing good with the fruits and vegetables and herbs and stuff, but we got to get, we behind. We got to get caught up because we don't want to defeat the purpose of us growing our own and we go out there and get a steak and still going to the doctor. Devore says, yes, indeed. I now only purchase meat from the butcher shops and canning it more. Got just because it hopefully it's a butcher that is growing his uh cattle or chickens or whatever and selling it to you. Because butchers got to get their meat from somewhere too, right? Bree says the chicken too. Yep. Y'all gotta get it. Get it. We gotta get it. They said I can't eat beef from the grocery store. It always makes me sick. I can only have beef if it comes straight from the farm. Yes. I like lamb too. He says I eat lamb mainly. G Mama says nuts, seeds, quality for meat replace. I know. I, I'm a meat girl. I don't want no walnut burger. So I guess I'm gonna have to give me a cow. Said they are buying out meat. It's just not the same, y'all. Quail for dark meat and rabbits for white meat. Yep. And Bree says I'm in Virginia, a cattle state, yet we pay a lot for beef because all of it is sold to China. Yep. They probably ship all the good stuff out to other people because that's how they making money, and we getting get the replacement, the stuff that they get from other people for cheap, and they send it, give it to us to eat, to kill us and keep us going to the doctor's office. It's crazy. It's all about money. It's all about money. All right, let's see what else they saying.
Yeah.
So they take something like soybeans, they run it through this machine, blend it with all these different cultures and stem cells that they have to 3D print out a turkey or a steak or a salmon that is now there. They own it past the time of it going into you, similar to the vaccinations.
It's technology.
It's technology now. It's not a food, it's not an animal, it's now somebody's intellectual property that we're consuming.
Yeah.
So when we start consuming, yeah, of course the trans fats are a certain, that's a very real threat. And when we start to take a corporate intellectual property into our body, we now start to lose some dominion and sovereignty over our own body.
Right. We can't initiate the healing mechanisms anymore.
It's being we don't even know what has been put into that.
Yeah.
We only know a part of what. The rest of it's proprietary. The rest of it is, they're not going to tell you what isn't what's in a peel. They're just going to tell you the part that there's some part of those ingredients that they're saying, hey, that's our corporate intellectual property. We don't want to tell you what we're coating the apples with. It's interesting how many people want to get into food, but how few people want to get into farming.
Yeah.
There's so many
Food
folks.
products, really.
Food products. Yeah, that's what I think of it.
Yeah. And, so most people have the perception of food that food comes from the grocery store.
Do
And
they really though?
yeah, most people think,
Okay, y'all, this is so much good information. So much. Reed says they brought all these people to the country that readily eat hamsters and rat meat. What? Yes, walnut burgers. There's a vegan restaurant that does that here. I haven't tried it, and I've tasted. Now I could do coconut as a replacement for bacon. I've tried that. It tastes just like bacon. I could do that, but I don't know. I guess the way it's prepared. Muscovy ducks. I guess that's how you say it. Muscovy ducks. If you want meat that tastes like steak, okay. Bree says duck or goose can replace the beef. Soybeans are genetically modified. Yeah, we've been eating soybean burgers. That's what the McDonald's burgers were made out of. And they've been having soybean burgers since I was in middle school. So we've been eating it. Drill says walnuts and mushrooms are great meat replacements. Yep. A miniature jersey is about the size I could deal with. GT says they are in a race to gain ownership, and we are in a race to buy. Yep, the math ain't mathing. Say that again, GT. It just ain't mathing. We have to have more control of the food we consume. They don't love none of us humans. It's profit over people. You better say that, GT. You better say it. Y'all better get y'all seeds. If you think about it, it's already has begun because even certain seeds we don't have access to as general people. Only certain seeds are available because it's patented, and then the farmer can only grow so many, and they're keeping tabs on it. And after he got to sign basically his life away to say he's only going to grow so much, and he's not going to share it, and you got to follow these rules to grow it, and you got to do this. It's already happening, and they can't save none of it. It's already been happening, y'all. So they just finna do it on a wider scale. Get your seeds now before it won't be any seeds available in the store at all. Let your stuff that you're growing in your garden go to seed and collect your seeds. Yes, lots of people have started growing mushrooms now. Emancipate yourself from slavery. None but us can free our minds. Exactly. And that's something that we need to be stressing to people why you should be growing a garden. Why? Because you can't even trust the place where you are residing in to provide you with food that you're giving them, that you're paying them for, food that won't harm you. And that just doesn't make sense. Don't trust anybody. Grow your own food. I am interested in growing my own mushrooms. That will be amazing. We have a place here in our farmers market that has shows you how to grow the mushrooms. He says seaweed. 50 McDonald's burgers are 50% seaweed. Oh Lord, yeah, I didn't know that. He said if that was true, it would be healthy. I know it was soybean. I don't know if it's still soybean and how much percentage of it is still soybean, but I know it was soybean back in the day, like in the 80s and 90s, and that's how part of the reason why Burger King had came up with their slogan, or either it was Wendy's. One of them was saying they was the real beef people, or they patties was 100% real beef. My Renaissance grandma said, I definitely need to learn how to grow mushrooms. It's 85% of my meat. Yes, definitely, because we got these vegetables and fruits down pat, y'all. We got to get this. Learn how to collect your own seeds so that you know what you are growing, right? And look at those packages in the store, y'all. And even then, they're going to come up with a way to label those seeds in the store. You're not going to be able to read them, and it's going to just gonna say, these are GMO seeds or GMO seeds. They probably come up with some word that you don't even know and put it way in the back of the on the back of the package, and you won't even know that this mean that this is GMO seeds. So get your own, grow your own. He said seaweed is just like weeds on the side of the road. They take in all the toxins. Ooh. Hey, RX Nails, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. He said, I worked at McDonald's when I was a teen for 4 years, and they told us and showed us it was on the box. Wow. Yeah, I worked there too, but I ain't asked all them questions. Yeah, that's what it is, Salon Diva. Where's the beef? Where's the beef? He says you need darkness to grow your mushrooms. Seeds are in plain sight. Beans, lentils, etc. can be used to grow right in the grocery stores. Yes. I seen somebody at the seed store was selling red beans in the seed store for almost $3 for like, I want to say it was like maybe 15 to 20 beans. I'm like, man, I could go get a whole pack of powder beans for less than that. So yeah, we gotta be smart about these purchases. Breeze, you better. Oh, you haven't purchased seeds in 5 years, so you must be uh saving your seeds, which is good. All my seeds are what very good, good job, are what I propagated. Save your seeds and swap them amongst each other to ensure what we are growing exactly. Grocery store stuff is almost all, yeah. They telling us that now it's almost all GMO. And now we know that we've been eating this lab grown meat and didn't even know it. So y'all, it's just a business. They're just trying to figure out a way to control it even more than what they are doing.
That's the source of food. When I ask people where does your food come from, they like I get it from the grocery store.
Ye-
They don't instantly think a farmer somewhere
oh,
created
definitely not.
this.
Definitely not.
And so they look at the grocery store as the source, the origin of food. And most of the food in the grocery store isn't food at all. It's just like what I just said, it's food products that has traveled thousands of miles, been sprayed and irradiated. How important is it that we know where our food comes from today, given that? Because picking back in on what you just said ago, in my opinion, lab grown meat has been probably what people have been eating for the last 5 to 10 years.
True. Absolutely.
And now that nobody has, the whole population hasn't fallen out over it, they're saying, let's make it go.
I mean, the whole population hasn't fallen out. They said 7 out of 10 of the young people who would be drafted to go into a military from the United States would not be eligible
Yeah.
because of obesity, because of criminal records, and because of mental conditions.
Yeah.
So we have fallen. I think it's because it's not traceable.
Yeah.
I think it's because these pandemics cannot be, or these epidemics can't be traced to one source.
Right.
This is the only reason they talk about it, because there's a compounding of toxins.
Yeah.
Right now, there's a compounding of toxins from air to microplastics to whatever. I may have missed. I didn't even let you get to your question, I think.
No, 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 no. You're answering it because the thing is like how important is it that we know where our food is coming
Oh,
from?
right.
Because now we start to understand there's lab grown meat. We know that genetically modified foods were created in the 1990s and went wildfire in the 2000s. You think about
That's somebody's whole life.
yeah, yeah. So for the last 20 years, let's take a 20-year-old, your son, 24.
Absolutely. And
If
the
it-
difference in his experience has blown his mind and my mind, because for him, it's just his lifestyle.
Yeah.
But now he's 24 and his friends have had all these cavities, all these different, how do you call it? Like contagious infectious diseases, or
Yeah.
even just a regular earache. And he didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
He never experienced any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And he's looking at me like that. I was like, this is because of the decisions your mother and I made that people thought were unpopular, that the family wasn't happy about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why aren't you feeding him this? Why aren't you? But he ain't got no cavities now, no allergies, no attention deficit disorder. Got a full head of hair. Like, he's fine.
Yeah.
And he's looking at his friends, going, "Man, these people are falling apart at 22."
Yep.
Yeah.
And you juxtaposition that, you take him over here, and then a child in the underserved neighborhood, our
Man.
community, who has grown up eating a standard American diet, 70% processed, a large majority when you're in an underserved community, coming from places like Family Dollars and the dollar store, and you start to look around and you understand why we're so sick.
I'm listening. Was looking at Herbert's comment. She's talking about we snap, crackle, and pop it because of the food we eating. You right, Herbert. Because of the food we eating. Let me go back up here.
Yeah, when you ask.
Let's see. Let me get some of y'all comments. So, Urban Garden Chronicle says I grow mung bean sprouts for myself and the chickens from a bag from the store. Cheap sprouting seeds for microgreens so expensive. I'm glad you mentioned that. Um, Food for your animals too, guys. So we want to also think about this too while we're growing food. We want to think about what we're giving to these animals that we're going to consume. I remember last summer a lot of people were having problems with their chickens laying eggs and found out it had something to do with the feed that they were giving them. And so you had to find different feeds. So we need to only give ourselves organic and grow our own food for ourselves, but also for our animals. because you don't want to rely on the store to be giving you those things for your animals, and then you end up giving your animals processed stuff, and then what they're intaking is what you're intaking because you're eating them. So we gotta, think. Nikki says, "How important, life or death? Yeah, how important is your life? How important is it to grow a garden? It's life or death important. That's what it is, life or death. If you want to live, grow your garden. If you want to die, don't worry about it." G Mama says they started radiating seeds as well. Yes. So I wonder, do they have to label that? Is that label? How would you know when you buy a packet of seeds? Breeze Omega said lots of microplastics is in fish too. My Renaissance grandma says 5 to 10 years. She stopped eating fish 25 years ago. Well, you ought to be real good because I was thinking, I remember when I think back of how, when I was younger, the process of how food has changed over. When I was younger, we used to get the commodity boxes, and in those boxes, to me, was the good food that they gave to the poor people, but it was the stuff that they got from the farmers because for whatever reason, society thinks that when you go get stuff from the farmers, that's not the good food. That's how they programmed us to think that the good food is in the stores. You get it from the store. You don't need to get it from a farmer's market or from the farmer. Like he was saying in this video, people don't think that their food comes from a farmer. They just think that it goes from the store. But like I was saying, when I was younger, the quality of the food was different. Even like with the peanut butter, you could tell the peanut butter was organic because it would have that thick layer of oil on top, and you would actually have to stir it in to mix in the peanut butter. Even with the cheese, we didn't have that much sliced, cheese slices individually sliced. You had the big block of butter or the big block of cheese. They didn't have all of that now, and as we've gotten older, you can notice how it's become more and more processed to be more and more convenient, and it's killing us. But we can change that. We can change it. Breeze is crazy. We can change that. Hey, K Renee, thank you for being here. Now, y'all, this video has about 30 more minutes in it. We're not gonna finish the whole video. I'm gonna give y'all about 10 more minutes on it. We'll watch, and I'll leave y'all to watch the rest on your own. I mean, the rest of it is just as good as what we've watched so far, but I just wanted to spark that fire in you guys and show you that this video. Breeze, you're making me break my concentration. So I just wanted to spark y'all, spark, put the spark in you to go back and let you know that this video is out there, and have you guys go back and watch it for yourselves over and over again until you understand some of the things that they're saying, so that when we go out and we try to recruit people to uh, grow their own food, start their own gardens, uh, get their own chickens and meat and things, that we'll have we have the proof. We have the proof to tell them that this is why you need to do it. Like Nikki says, is if you want to live, you need to do it. It's a matter of life and death. That's why you should start your own garden. And you don't need to wait. You need to start it now. You don't have to wait. You can start it now. You can do it in pots. Even if you don't have the space, you can do it in pots, and you got the little stackable columns. You can do it now. You don't have to wait. Exactly about the animal feed. They need to eat what I eat. Exactly, Cena. Miss T say I drove all the way home. Good to see you still. Just for a little bit. We're just gonna go for a few more minutes. Nikki said, I remember growing up eating a slice of pizza, the cheese with the right. Mozzarella ain't like that no more. It snaps. Soon as you pull it, it snaps. She says the cheese used to stretch a mile long. Had to wrap the cheese around my finger to get it in my mouth. Yep, you right, Nikki. Man, it's just not the same. If you just actually take the time to sit there and think about, you can actually see the changes throughout your lifetime. What I researched had me growing my own peanuts for peanut butter. I hardly eat it now. Uh oh, do share, G Mama, do share. Breeze, I know you're not crazy, Breeze. Hey, Miss Shirley. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Yeah, Nikki, he is a mess. G Mama dropped the link for y'all again for Bobby Price's video. Um, so you guys can finish watching it. We're not gonna finish watching it together, but we're gonna watch a few more minutes. Hey, South Florida sunshine. Thank you for being here. I was up last night and I saw you went live. An hour after you went live, I got the notification, which is crazy. Bree said cheese used to almost kill you because trying to stretch it, it's just, yeah, it was different then. And even like with the fruits and stuff and the vegetables that they used to give us in school, like the the processed stuff is what we would go home and buy. But at school, the farmers, when I was younger, the farmers would be the ones to supply the cafeteria with the food that we ate. And as I got older, some kind of way our minds got scrambled to where we was like, school food is nasty. And then school food really did become nasty because they stopped having the farmers bring the school food in. The school food became processed. I have my herbs growing down both sides of my steps. Yes, I wanted to start mine today, but I'll do it tomorrow. Remember that the peanut butter and have it to stir it until I got a frog in my arm. That peanut butter was thick, but that mug was good, and it used to get stuck to the roof of your mouth with the bread. It was good though. And just trying to make toast with that big old block of butter, you could never just cut off just a little small little piece. It was always too much. A big old little piece. I used to put like the little uh five little pieces of it on my toast, and it would toast the whole bread. If you put too much, then it'll soak all the way through. Man, yeah, that was some good stuff. It ain't. You gotta make it now if you want it to be like that. You gotta make it. My Renaissance grandma said they were messing over our food in the 1980s. Remember buying ground beef, and when you separate it, you could see brownish beef in the middle. Ugh. Yep, that's where they put the fresh over the old. Oh Lord. Yeah, this it's just crazy. But we gotta encourage people to grow their own. Yes, Drew, you gotta finish it. You gotta watch it. I'm telling you, you gotta watch. It's a lot of gems in here. I just wanted to spark y'all, intrigue y'all a little bit, just like GT did me. I wanted to continue it on and carry it on for those of you that didn't catch it with him. You catch some of it with me, and then you go back and watch the rest on your own, and then we can spread this thing abroad and continue to make it bigger and have more people growing their own gardens, and then have more healthier people in the world. Eventually, heal the world with our gardens, right? Rule the world with our gardens. She says Diva has hers on Saturday. I am Friday. We're trying to co-stream for Night Owls. Okay, okay. I'm gonna have to make sure I set the notifications because Mona and Felicia do Sundays and Mondays, and then we won't have nothing else for the rest of the week. So that will be good. Y'all, she do hers on Saturday nights, and you on Friday nights. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember that. Diva in the Dirt in South Florida. I'm gonna have to go there. There was a reason not to order the extra cheese. Yes, bugs and oil are used in processing peanut butter. I don't like eating bugs, and the oil is from chemical products, not plants. Wow. Huh. Look like I need me a peanut tree. She said her school food had them great hot dogs. Ooh, y'all had some bad. Well, let me tell y'all down here in the South, we had some good school food. We ain't had, they was cooking like better than my mom at home. You hear me? We was having rice and gravy with turkey, cut up pieces of turkey, and you could tell it was the real turkey. Real, well, they wasn't real hamburger patties, but the hamburger patties, they wasn't real homemade hamburger patties, but it was real beef, and you could taste it. And the fruits and veggies, we had salad bar with fresh fruits. You could tell that the way it tasted. And it was somebody's grandmother back there or somebody's auntie that knew how to cook back there, cooking that food for us when I was in school. It was good food. Everybody went to lunch. You ain't skipped lunch when I was in school because the food was really good then, and it was healthy. And the person that was back there cooking it knew what they was doing. Yeah, school pizza was good. Nah, it's all right, but it don't taste like it did back in the day. It don't taste like it did back in the day. Remember my mama shopping at Gauss and you could hear the animals getting. We still have a cow thing here where every morning you can hear the cows moaning and groaning every morning. I used to have to catch the bus like 2 minutes away from it, but you once you grow, you just get used to it. I have to catch the replay. It is dinner time. All right, enjoy your dinner. We about to be out of here in a little while anyway. My children are the hardest to convince, and we got land to grow on. They are exhausting me. Look, you just keep doing what you're doing because the time is here where they gonna need it, and they gonna realize going to that doctor, they gonna get tired of buying them pills and paying that doctor bill. They gonna listen to you one day. Thank you again, by you. That was for you, not trying to. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I would have said it anyway, even if it wasn't for me. Cause I share everybody. I share all the information. Our food in New York. Okay, Bree say they cafeteria food was good too. We had them great. Cena, where you from? Great hot dogs and applesauce. We had applesauce, but I ain't never eat it. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to get down to the rest of these. Nikki say they had good school food. Miss Shirley say food in my day what they fed the kids now is a crime, right? Bree said it was more than just cows, it was everything that's right. Oh, Cena say she's from New York. Okay, okay. Well, that might be why your food was nasty. But y'all, that is what I wanted to do. I got like 4 minutes left, and we're gonna end the live. But I want to say while I have those 4 minutes, I thank you guys all for coming in. I really, really urge you guys to go back, click this link to this video and go back and finish watching the whole thing if you want to start over from the beginning. It's some good information that will equip you with the tools that you need to encourage someone to grow their own food. Because, like I said, it is imperative because they basically trying to kill us. And the only way, well, and make money off of us, if you don't die, they gonna make money off of you until you dead. So grow your food. If not for yourself, for your family, for your community, and the people around you. We have got to do this. It is a matter of life and death, like Nikki said. So I want to thank all of you guys for being here. Um, if you haven't shared it, the live out, go ahead and share it out so we can get this information out to as many people as possible. If you haven't liked the video, go ahead and like it. I will be back on later tonight after the New Orleans Gardener goes live to do my medicinal herbs live. We'll be talking about medicinal herbs later on tonight. And then from there, we'll go on over to sifting some soil and more with F.R. Humphrey. So I will catch you guys later. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for everyone that's live in the chat and those of y'all who in the bushes. I really appreciate you. He said, I see where you be looking out that window. You see it, huh? Right there. Between me and my boys. Be peeking out there. I used to park my car right there, right by the door. And so people would walk frequently. So anywho, thank y'all for being here. I hope that it was something that I said that sparked your mind and gets you to going and help someone to start their garden. If you haven't started yours, go ahead and start it. I thank y'all for y'all support, and I will see you guys in these YouTube streets. Have a good night. See y'all later.